In this segment of our video series, I want to show you how to launch your world or your terrain in a Gamebryo preview application called SceneApp. Before we can launch our application in SceneApp, we must first create a camera. SceneApp looks for the first camera it finds in a world and sets the camera location in the application to be the camera created in the world. The easiest way to do this is to go to View, Create Camera from Viewport, and that'll create a camera from our current perspective viewport. You can also place cameras as you would any other entity. So now that my camera's been created, I want to change the name to be My Camera. And you'll notice that our viewport is now set to that camera. If we change back to our perspective viewport, and we zoom out, you can see that a new camera entity has been created at the location that our perspective viewport previously was. So now that we have that, we can launch our world in in SceneApp. So if we go to View, Launch External Application, this will launch SceneApp with our current world file. And there you go. We have our terrain in a running Gamebryo application. You can view our water. You can look at our buildings. And fly around our terrain. Note as we zoom far back, fogging is also enabled. Also notice that the terrain is actually geomorphed. As we fly to and from the terrain, you'll notice that even at the peaks of the terrain hills, very minimal artifacts are available. This is due to the fact that vertices are smoothly morphed between levels of detail. Pressing Escape, we can go back to Scene Designer and tweak our terrain and then run our SceneApp previewer in order to see the changes. It's a very powerful way of quickly building a world and looking at it in a runtime Gamebryo application. So that concludes this segment of our video series, creating a camera and launching SceneApp to preview our terrain.